we are going to go ahead and start today's session. Your days start like any other day for you. Perhaps you are drinking in a tavern. Perhaps you are going off on some mission. Perhaps you're just taking a walk through the forest. Whatever have you, it is what your character does. The day goes by. Maybe you're trying to get out of the rain as it's raining pretty hard. Perhaps maybe you're sitting down for a lovely dinner or camping out. Day slowly turns into night. You all crawl into your beds, lay your heads down, and slowly begin to drift off into a deep slumber. While you sleep, begin to feel a slight discomfort. You feel a bit of beads of sweat running over your foreheads. Start feeling a bit warm, very hot around you.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
A loud, thunderous sound echoes outside of wherever you are at as you spring forth from your bed, sitting up, realizing you are not where you lay down at. You find yourselves within a red room, red cobblestone brick room, candles lining the walls, beds lining the walls, each of you resting in separate beds, but within the same room. On one end of this long room, you see a door that is currently closed. On the other end, you see a window, slightly angled and lifted, with bars on it. Each one of you looks about the room, noticing each other individual within this room, as a sense of strength and power surges through your bodies. A strength and power you have never felt before. A sense of vitality you have never had before. Welcome to the 9 Hells. We will start with each character, each individual, as they are going to describe what their character looks like and what their character does. As well, beside each of your beds, you are noticing magical items that you have never seen before, but have a strange sense of knowledge and knowingment to these items. So, Dusk, we will start with you. Describe what your character looks like and what your character does.
So, my character, Theron Silent Crest, had like a short side part cut. Her hair is white with like small black highlights. She's a tiefling, so she has elf ears with multiple piercings and very cute curved horns. She has freckles like all over her face and tattoos lying down her arms and all over like across her chest and her body. She pretty much wears typical gear. Just I want to say it's I don't remember what it was. It was like leather armor. I want to say, and she is a ranger. She specifies in poison specifically. That's like her specialty.
So what does your character do when they realize they are in this room, seeing all these strangers around you, and taking in the atmosphere and the placements within this room?
She studies everybody around her. She's very calm and calculating, so she doesn't say anything. she just takes in her surroundings and kind of studies everybody to see what they'll do next.
All right. Laughter. Same thing. Describe your character. Meaning what your character looks like.
Yes.
What your character does when he finds himself in this predicament.
Brood the dwarf. You all see a very, very short fellow. At first looking at him, you'd think maybe I'm a halfling, maybe even a gnome. I'm standing only at 3 foot tall, but after a little bit more inspecting, you'll quickly realize that I'm just a midget of a dwarf. I'm a very, very short boy. I have a thick orange beard, thick kind of like a mohawk style orange hair, and you see that my skin is ash pale. It's just very kind of white, but at the same time a little gray. Not a lot of life to it. Seems very war torn, very battle heavy, and other than me and my strange attire, you notice that there's like some kind of weird guitar on my back. But it seems to also kind of look like a crossbow. At the same time, you see like some kind of barrel where a bolt would fly out of. And you see also there's this strange lantern attached to me that would make me look like I was 6 feet tall. However, I truly am only 3 feet. And sitting atop that lantern, you would see my little buddy, Anbu the Crow. I call him little, but he himself is also 3 feet tall. He is the same size as me. He is a big bird. And this bird you see he's just a regular crow. He's got some white speckles throughout him, but it's rather just a regular crow. He just looks around, just inspecting the surroundings, and upon waking up, and Brood would look around, and he'd look up, seeing his crows there, and he'd be like, Anbu, buddy, and he'd pet him, give him some strokes on the side of the cheeks before looking around, looking to everyone else, and pretty much just blatantly blurting out, "Where the fuck are we? Who are all of you people?" And that's it.
All
He's
right.
purple.
Maddie,
Yes.
describe your character and what he does.
Okay. Let me see real quick. There we go. Daniel, my baby boy. He has tan skin, is very muscular. He is wearing odd attire, I would say, for a guy. I don't care. I love it. I don't care what anyone says. But he has short black hair, piercing amber eyes, as well as horns protruding from his head. They are an aqua blue, and he looks around as he thinks to himself, like, oh great, I'm here. This is not good. As he looks to everyone and is like, well, we're fucked.
All right. With that, Xenia, please describe your character and what your character does.
So my character is a 5'7" tiefling. She has long purple cascading hair and greyish purple horns and yellow piercing eyes. Very much how she dresses is very kind of tomboy, a little bit masculine, and you can also tell she's very hardened, that she's definitely been through some shit. And as she jolts awake in this room and looks around her, she goes, "Where the fuck am I? And who the fuck are all of you?" And she looks very visibly irritated to be in the situation she is currently in.
All right. Jess,
Yes.
same thing.
Of
Describe your
course.
character and what your character does.
My character, Isadora, is a half-fae from the forest. She stands about 5'9", so she's going to be a little taller. Her hair is very long, very flowing, dark jet black hair past almost down to the back of her knees. Her skin is very pale green, and her ears are very long, very pointed, so it allows her to blend in very well when she's in her environment in the forest. Um, Her hair is adorned with wildflowers that complement the blush that are on her cheeks. And she wears a very long, flowing green dress with ivy gloves. As she looks around, she's concerned because she is very much outside of her element, being removed from nature itself. She is collected.
And with that, last but certainly never the least, squirrels. Describe your
So-
character and what your character does.
So Damien sits there, his back up against the wall, sitting on the bed. His hood covers the top half of his face, and you can just about make out a greenish glow coming from under the hood. Whilst he sits there, he kind of just takes in his surroundings, observing everything. This isn't the first time he's woken up in an unfamiliar room. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out 2 gold coins, and just starts playing with them in his hand, just rolling them around. Just watching what everyone else does, getting a feel for the room. He doesn't say a word.
All right. So, with that being said, as your characters notice each other, your eyes trained on each other, I will allow for a moment for you all to roleplay with each other, whether you wish to investigate the room or if you decide to just go out the door. Whatever it is you all want to do, the choice is yours, and the floor is yours.
I do have a question, Dia.
What is your question?
What's the last? Is there like any specific last event I remember? Whether it be was I eating, sleeping, something before coming here, or is it just all a blank?
All you guys know is that you were sleeping.
Sleeping. Thank you very much.
So you guys are welcome to investigate the room, investigate the window, or roll a perception check out the window. You can investigate under your bed. You can role play with one another. It's up to you.
What is your names?
Rude. And this is Anbu.
I see. I am Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. I'm Zara. You're a curious thing. What exactly are you?
I knew this would come up. I am a demon.
You're not like any demon I've ever seen, but okay.
He's
Brood
hot.
looks and is like, "This is a mighty fine-looking demon. What are you referring to? They look like a perfectly fine specimen."
If you say so.
A fine specimen. Well, geez.
You willikers.
I will kind of walk over to... So I walk over to Farron, and I go, well, that's something I recognize, a fellow tiefling. I assume you woke up here, same as the rest of us, I guess.
I did, yes.
No
I don't
clue
know
why
how
you're
I
here.
got here.
I don't think any of us do. But I suppose we should say hello to the others within this room. I'm not sure about that one in the corner though. He looks rather suspicious. I think I may leave him be. I then want to also walk over to Jess's character, who is... What's the name of your character, Jess?
Her name is Isadora.
Okay. So we're gonna walk over to your character and say, hello, an elf, I assume.
Half elf. My name is
Half elf.
Isadora. Yes.
Hi, Isadora. I'm Zara. And what do you do?
I am a child of the forest, Zara. Abandoned there when I was very young. It's my home and it's the only thing that I know. I don't know if I've ever seen a place like this before. The energy just feels off. Do you remember anything? Anything at all before we woke up?
Other than going to bed, then waking up in this infernal place, I have no clue.
I feel out of touch with nature and with the energy. I can't read anything.
I think exploring the room and seeing if we can have any indication to why we were brought here would be a good idea.
I agree.
You think there's a window or something, Zara?
Not so much a window, just I'm looking for information.
Information. Well, we're in the Nine Hells. At least what I think is the Nine Hells.
Well, I would think as a demon you should know the difference between what is the Nine Hells and what isn't.
I wasn't born here. I was not here.
Makes sense.
I was born in the material plane.
Ah. Do you know
Well,
anything of that rather mysterious and God knows what he is thing over there?
I can talk for myself.
Oh, so you do talk. Wonderful.
I can, and I'm not interested in making friends with you. There's a door there. Let's go try it. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Well, at least there's something that we can agree on.
Jeez, you're fun at parties, aren't you, fellow?
I don't know you guys. I randomly come into a room with you and you just expect me to be friendly? I don't even know who you are. What I do know is that I don't know where this place is, and getting out of here is probably the best course.
Well, either way, we have to work together to get out of here.
I agree. It's the only way that we're going to be able to try to get out of here safely and hopefully alive.
Exactly.
My character comes up from the shadows. I agree with all of you. So how about we leave?
Yes, because we've all been brought here for whatever reason. We're all in the same situation, and we all want to get out of here, so the best thing that we can do right now is work together to get the hell out of this place, because I don't want to be here any longer than I already have been.
I think I'm gonna try the door.
I want to investigate the rest of the room, kind of see if there's anything else inside it.
Yeah.
Brood would turn to the rest of you. I can't speak for the rest of you, but are we sure we didn't just all get really drunk and end up here? This wouldn't be the first time I've woken up in a room I have no idea how I got into. To be fair, I can't, like I said, I can't speak for the rest of you. That's just...
Not
So-
all of us can't handle our drink.
But I can't handle it, I just can't stop.
So you're telling
Just
me
can't-
that all of us simultaneously drank ourselves silly and wound up in a room that I'm going to assume is a room in the Nine Hells? Do you really think that's a plausible answer to how we all got here?
Wouldn't be the craziest thing I've done.
I can assure you, if I was spending my entire night being a lush, I would hopefully be waking up somewhere that's not here. And hopefully in some better company.
Better
Well,
company? You're
well,
one to talk.
Well, what's wrong with me? I didn't do anything.
Look, all I'm saying is that we don't know each other, and I would much rather be surrounded by people that I know and trust, especially if I'm going to be inebriated.
Well, we're not inebriated.
This
I
is
can
pointless. I get up out of the bed and I walk towards the door angrily.
Okay. So there are two individuals who are wanting to inspect things. Maddie, you stated you wish to inspect the door. What are you wanting to inspect the door of?
Oh, I wanted to open it. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay. You
So
want to
go.
open the door.
Yeah, go to me last.
You will be last.
I wish to
Um,
inspect underneath my bed.
You wish to inspect underneath the bed. Xenia, you requested to inspect the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dusk, what is your character doing?
My character is leaning more towards the back.
Leaning towards what?
Is probably more towards the back. She's not really looking at anything.
Like waiting to see what the rest of the party is doing, kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And Laughter, what is your character doing?
Oh, all of you inspecting things, I'm gonna inspect the bottom of this bottle as I pull out some booze from my bag and I begin to do my daily ritual of day drinking.
Okay,
dear
so
God.
Drinking
Theron,
it,
you
is
are
that
not
word?
inspecting. Brood is going to inspect his bottle. Zara, are you inspecting anything? You said your bed, right? Underneath the bed?
That's what I said.
That's what
Isadora.
Isadora's doing. I am inspecting.
All right. So Isadora, you're checking under your bed, and Daniel, you're opening the door. We'll do you last. So for the three of you in Foundry chat, you will see a request for your roll in investigation. Go ahead and roll those dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually rolling okay. This meant I was drinking, but okay, boss.
Yeah. You said you wanted to investigate your
I got a
Yeah,
nat.
that's what it looks like mine.
I got a nat 20.
12.
Very
I drink
nice. The dice rolls are on your end tonight there, Zara.
I know.
So we'll start with Brood and work our way down. Brood. It's a nice ass bottle. As you are drinking heavily from it for your day drinking, you're beginning to see just reflection of your eyes at the bottom of the glass. The scent of alcohol filling your nostrils of whatever it is that you are drinking.
Vodka.
Monster.
Works for me.
It's vodka, so it smells like hell.
Zara, I will ask this question of you.
Mm-hmm.
You have stated you are wanting to investigate the entire room. Does this also include outside of the window?
Yes, just kind of, especially with the nat 20, I would say like anything within a room outside the window. I want to be kind of like any idea of like of how we got there and what is within the room to give us like just to see if there's anything about.
Okay. So within the room, and this will also coincide with what Isadora had found as well. Within the room, it's a rather bland room. You can definitely see the light from the torches kind of illuminating this room fairly well, which is brightening up that red cobblestone walls, ceilings, and floor.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice underneath each of the beds, there appears to be some sort of black chalk-like markings underneath the beds. Upon looking underneath, you notice some sort of enchantment or some sort of circle of a spell. Under each of your beds, it is now white, while the rest that were empty, while the rest of the beds that were empty, the circles underneath those are black. possible indication that the ones underneath each of your beds have been used. As you make your way over to the window and you look outside, I'm going to request of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please don't do that. Okay, be nice to me, please. Thank you. I will have you roll perception, but if you click the green, you will be allowed to roll with advantage.
Oh, nat 20 again.
Let's
Oh,
Damn.
go.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Are
Damn.
you using a cheat code for Foundry there, Zara?
No, it's just that, redemption for all those nat ones yesterday.
I can understand that. So that's really good. You pretty much see everything outside. And then Isadora will get right to what your character finds as well, okay?
Okay.
As you gaze outside the window, kind of trying to lift yourself up ever so slightly, given your height, and be able to clearly look out the window. Outside of this window, you do see the background image off in the distance on the left-hand side of this deceased creature made of mostly bones and slight muscles that, well, looks to be almost petrified in a way. Kind of standing out there, his hands that are these claw-like jaws resting upon the ground. If you didn't notice it before, it would almost appear to be a mountain if you weren't able to clearly see it. Also, out in the distance, you do see almost like this ravine-like crater in the ground. The sound of lava bubbling and smoking coming off from this crevasse, this ravine, indicating the sense of lava flowing within the ravine. You hear also the sounds of what appears to be cheers and boos off in the distance. Possible sounds of that of a gladiator arena. And lastly, because of your nat 20, in the distance, you see this large, gargantuan, huge creature flying overhead. You notice 2 arms, 2 legs, ginormous bat-like wings. Just simply flying. And then taking a dive into the lava, appearing out of sight.
Do I recognize what both the creatures that I saw are?
You only see one creature, but you do not recognize it. As
Okay.
I assume you have not been within the 9 hells before,
No.
correct?
I have not. As for the room, though, I would like to cast Detect Magic for those runes underneath the beds.
Okay. Other than the circles that were underneath each of your beds, the rest glow with this fiery like magic.
Okay.
Isadora. On looking underneath your bed, you yourself also see this circle-like white room encased within your, wrapping around right underneath your bed. I will allow for the 2 of you to either roll Arcana yourselves, or you can grant the help action and give the other individual advantage. I will allow that from you, Isadora, and you, Zara. Which one would you like to do?
As far as what I can do, it would probably just be an Arcana check.
You don't want to give the help action?
Or let me have a look. Actually, I'll give the help action to
Isadora?
Jess. Yeah, Isadora.
Okay.
Isadora, do you wish to do an Arcana check to determine what kind of magic this is, or what kind of spell would be on these circles?
Yes, I would.
All right. And because Zara is giving you the help action, you are able to roll with advantage.
Okay.
Okay. So when you hover your cursor over that dice in chat, and you see that little green circle on the right-hand side within the dice, just click the green and you will be rolling with advantage, okay? A 17. You will notice this to be you would notice this to be some sort of teleportation circle. However, there's something strange and off about this teleportation circle. Something strange. Like it was, in a way, configured a specific way. In a way that you're here, but you're not.
Hmm.
With that, we're about to get this party started. Daniel
Yes.
and Damien. Damien, you are there, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Both of you make your way to the door. And you go to open the door. It is not locked. You guys never checked if it was trapped. But, lucky for you, it is not. As the both of you open the door, you are faced, if you look in pics in Discord, with this creature.
Baby,
God, what is that?
baby.
The two of you see this jester-like individual, its lanky arms and legs, almost as if this individual hasn't eaten in days. Its flesh is this gray, rotted-like texture with a perpetual Joker-like smile from ear to ear. His clothes tattered, almost worn out and unwearable. You also see a very rusted rapier, and judging by the rust, this thing cannot be unsheathed in any way. While along the right side of his belt, you see a slew of porcelain masks with different facial expressions on these masks. This creature looks at the both of you as he says,
"Oh, lovely and good. Yes. You all are finally awake, and you opened the door. Oh, thank you. I would like to. I was going to do it, but sadly, you all beat me to it."
and he just walks right in and just walks right past the both of you.
I want to say hello, sexy, to the thing.
That's a bucket of nope.
I am definitely going for it.
I am
he-
just speechless.
The bard looks at you and is very confused. And I'm the bard.
He walks past the both of you, Damien and Daniel, and just kind of stops his shoulders scrunch up as he hears what you say, Daniel. And he just kind of is like, turns around, and you can tell, even with the perpetual smile, his eyebrows kind of furl up like a, what? As he just looks at you.
I'm sorry, but you're not my type. I
Oh,
myself don't really have a type, so I'm sorry.
And he just abruptly turns around to the rest of you.
Oh, the rest of you are awake too. Yes. Hi. I have no name, but hello. It is great to actually hear all of you.
Can we kill
So,
it?
how did you sleep?
I know I just started drinking this bottle, but can the rest of you see it as well?
Oh, I see
Yes.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
got the
it's there.
bottle. Yep, I'm gonna
I
put that away.
absolutely see it.
Yeah, you said we were awake? I'm gonna, real quick, just lay back. Yep, real tired. Tired dwarf.
He
I-
walks up to you and he's like,
Get up. You gotta get up. You can't lay down anymore. No. You gotta be up. Gotta be awake. Come on, up.
Okay, please just don't stick, don't. Okay, I'm up. I get up.
I would like to draw my bow, aiming it at this monstrosity.
I'm gonna stand between Zara and the jester. I am gonna stand between them. I don't fucking care. Not again. Not again.
Zara's just gonna be like, for God's sake, Daniel, move!
I'm not gonna let you hurt him. You didn't do anything wrong.
I'm gonna dive out of the way
You-
because I'm in the other side of that shot.
Either
I would
way,
like
You-
to.
with how he's moving, I know I can hit him. Why the hell are we here?
so immediately, as you raise your bow and draw it, Daniel getting in the way, you notice Zara, along with the rest of you, if you are watching the scenario, you see the jester, his lips kind of begin twitching, his hands go up. Zara, and who else is watching this scenario right now and able to see? That excludes you, Daniel, and does
I-
also exclude you, Brood.
Yeah, I dodged, so I can't see it because I'm jumping away from the
So-
arrow.
I'm watching from the
Um,
door in disbelief.
I'm
You're
so-
watching from the door.
I was walking up. I wanted to walk up next to Zara and try to convince her to put her bow down. So I am standing adjacent behind her.
Okay, so you would also be seeing this. And lastly, Farron, what about you? Will you be watching
I'm-
this encounter?
Yes, I'm in the back watching it still. I'm just in my little.
So I need all four of you roll perception check for me, please.
And that's what, a d20?
It is in chat.
Oh, wait, what do you mean? Do I just.
If you look in the foundry, you can roll on foundry. It comes up in the foundry chat.
Did I just hit normal?
Yeah, normal.
Let's
Oh.
go,
Ooh.
Zara.
Yikes,
I
I got a
First
nat
ever
Go,
one.
natural
Zara.
Not a
I got a
nat.
nat 1!
So, Zara, I will ask, you wish to use your inspiration?
Not Zara.
Oh, Zara.
Oh, not Zara.
Farron.
Zara. Farron.
Farron would love to use her inspiration.
All right.
This is
So,
the cruel fate that if it's rolled
Farron,
lower.
go ahead and roll again, and I will remove an inspiration from your tally.
Oh, yikes.
6 4.
So I was just
Just
saying, yeah.
take the 4.
I'll take the 4. It gives me a 6. That's
At
fine.
least it's not a nat 1.
Yeah. So
Yes.
with a 6, sadly, Farron, you are not able to take notice of this, but everyone else, the three of you, as he is raising his hands up and his lips are twitching, you notice at the corner of his mouth a like his flesh begins to change to a porcelain white color. Come here. It changes to a porcelain white color and slowly begins to grow as he looks at you. His eyes only really telling the true emotion that he's feeling, which is extreme fear. As he says,
I'm a good guy, I swear.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm laying on
Then
the ground, just
why
looking
are
up.
we here?
Yeah, what they said.
Still wanting me to bring you here.
Why?
I think it's what he wanted.
Who is he?
He immediately drops his arms.
Oh, my master is the great Corlock. Yes. He is the archdevil of this place. Yes.
And what does an archdevil want with us?
I don't know.
I kill him now.
No!
That's a bad
Immediately
idea.
raises his hands back up again. You notice that porcelain white grows more and more and more as his hands begin kind of fidgeting ever so slightly.
Can we
Oh,
ask him
I
about
kill
that?
you. I don't know. I would die for this man.
He could provide useful. He may know a way around the place. It's better if we keep him alive.
I walk over to Brood and I
Well,
go,
that's everyone Brood.
I say, "Hey, funny-looking man, what do you? I don't got a good feeling about this. You want to help me restrain this guy?"
Hold on. And I get up off the ground after I just have dived and I'm on my back and I stand up. Sorry. Restrain him? I don't think he's really a threat. I mean, I feel like we've already aimed a bow at his head and he hasn't already attacked. I feel like if he was gonna, he would have done it by now. If anything, maybe we should hear him out. He doesn't seem all that bad. I mean, we've got a demon right over there and they're not really a threat either. Just because he's lanky and weird looking, no offense, doesn't mean he's necessarily evil.
Listen, you don't see that twitching that guy's doing? You don't see his face changing? You don't feel a little bit worried about that?
I do.
He looks like me 4 seconds ago when that person aimed a bow at my head and I almost shit myself, so I dived to the ground. He seems afraid. He doesn't seem angry or anything.
I will put my bow down during this. And
Slowly raises his hands down. His fingers are still twitching.
I will put it away. I'll stop kind of like having it drawn, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you aren't gonna do anything, and you keep saying that your master brought us here, so why don't you bring us to your master, since he's the reason that we're here?
Aye.
Well, I can't take you directly to him, but I am supposed to take you to where you're supposed to go. Yes,
And where is it you will be taking us?
to the arena.
Oh.
Arena.
Dear God.
The porcelain coloration is beginning to fade.
Arena.
Have we been brought here to fight? Not you.
I think that's a
idiot.
valid assumption.
Do we have to fight each other? I don't, these, y'all don't seem that bad.
I have no idea if you're supposed to fight each other or not. I have no idea.
Fuck.
I just know you're supposed to fight in the arena.
Look,
And if you do well and entertain all the devils and fiends and the crowd and stuff like that, and you also entertain Korok very well, he will release you and send you back. Yes. But you have to entertain, and you have to survive. Mhm.
so
Tell
we've
me,
been-
moron.
We've been
How many people
taken-
died in this arena?
He kind of turns to you. Just grin completely.
Yep,
Sometimes people can't get...
that's what I was hoping against.
Sometimes people face each other, sometimes they face creatures, you know, who knows? It's whatever Korok wants. My master Korok, don't tell him I said that.
I'm gonna put my hands together and pray, and I'd like to see if I can attempt to feel any connection to my god currently.
At this point in time, you don't.
Ah, fucking shit on a stick. This is terrifying. Let's do it. Fuck it. What other choice do we have? I look around to the rest of you and I'm like, well, if we're gonna fight each other and we have to make it a show, we could at least make a pact now that we throw non-lethal hits at each other. We give them a show if we have to fight each other and not actually kill each other. Just a proposition.
I have many regrets.
A funny-looking half-man.
Hmm?
I'll be dying in this arena. I'm not dying sober. You got any more of that booze?
This is where I perform my party trick. I reach into my bag and I pull out a tiny little bag. It's like about maybe 2 inches in diameter, just barely big enough to open up, and I reach my hand into it, grabbing a mug of ale. It's just a perfect mug of ale. Nothing spills down the side. It's just nice, foamy, it's crisp, and I hand you one. And then proceed to pull into the bag one more time, and I do the same thing before pulling the bag tight and putting it back in my pocket.
Wait, can I have some?
Oh, well, of course. Let's open it
Do you
again.
have any
The other one.
whiskey?
Oh, yes, that's in my personal stock. 1 second. That doesn't my bag can't hold that. And I go into my actual backpack and I pull out just a bottle of vodka, gin, vodka, whiskey. And here you go.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna.
we all
start
just sit
drinking
in
my
the
whiskey.
room and get really fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Well, we
Ah.
were taken as prisoners to entertain a bunch of demons. And
I don't know
everybody-
about you guys, but drinking away my sorrows and sins is better than dying in some fucking arena.
I feel the problem that if we do get drunk in this room and decide not to fight, they could simply send maybe someone to kill us here. I feel like maybe it's best to get a little inebriated, not so enough to inhibit our skills, and then we should go put on a little show for these freakazoids. No offense, once again, I look at him saying.
I like you, half-man. Do as the half-man says.
Very
I
well.
agree.
Oh.
We should move
Supposed to
forward.
take you all to the arena. We don't have time for drink.
1 second, there's always time for drinks.
We can walk and
Well,
drink.
you can go fuck yourself, Joker boy.
Oh, shit.
The porcelain begins to grow more and more on his face as he kind of slinks his head down. His fingers twitching even more. He raises his hand up and starts beginning kind of scratching at the top of his head.
I look at him and I'm like, ooh.
How about we all cut this bullshit and get this party going with? If some bastard wants us to entertain him, then let's get this shit over with. I know none of you. I know you, Joker Face, and I know none of you. So how about we get to this fucking arena, kill whatever this bastard wants us to, and leave?
You're not supposed to talk bad about my master.
Where
I
are
don't
you?
know your master, nor do I care. I just want to go home.
I have a quick
Powerful.
query. My detect magic goes in a 30 feet radius. Is what's happening to him a form of like a magical effect that I'd be able to detect?
Yes.
Okay. Would I know what it is?
No. It is foreign to you.
Okay.
I guess we could just drink on the way. It doesn't give us as much time, but I could still finish 3 or 4 mugs real quick. I pull the bag out and I pull out 3 more mugs and I hold 2 in one hand and 2 in the other, and I begin to just sip from all of them, and I look over to the other guy and like, you want another one real quick?
If
Oh,
all of
yeah.
you get so drunk that you can't even fight, I'm ditching your asses and leaving you behind to save my own skin.
Are we all
Hey, little
forgetting
man,
about the
does this one
giant
speak for you?
monster?
Hold on. Jess, go ahead, and then Squirrels, you can after, okay?
Yeah. Are we all forgetting about the giant monster that was outside that dove directly into the lava?
You don't know this unless, Zara, you had voiced this to everyone.
Bet. Okay, that was my bad.
Zara, did you voice it to everyone,
From
what
the-
you've seen?
So when you explained it, you made it sound like it was quite a distance away. Was it kind of like towards where the arena would be?
No.
Okay, so I wouldn't mention it because we're not heading in the direction of it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you have mentioned it. You have knowledge of it, Isadora.
Okay. I'm gonna retract what I said then.
Squirrels, you were your character was saying something.
I don't know any of you here. Little man, you're the one person here I actually like. I follow the alcohol, I go with you.
No problem. And I turned to whoever said that if we get too drunk, that they'll abandon us. And I say, I'm sorry, but I didn't bring enough liquor with me to get drunk enough to be inebriated. Sorry, I couldn't carry enough on my back. I've cleared out whole bars. I have a problem.
I'm gonna look at Faerun, and I'm going to be like, well, even if we don't know each other, I would like to offer my assistance in protecting you all, even if you don't want me to.
Cheers to that! I raise all 4 of my mugs and I finish them and throw down the mugs. And after a few
Here's to
seconds,
trying
just
to live. Get out of this
Are you
forsaken place.
I put away all the vodka and whiskey, or the vodka and the gin that I took out. It was like 4 bottles of vodka and 1 bottle of gin. Put all of that away and I put it back on my back.
You watch as his hand slowly begins to pull away from his head. You see scratch marks that are kind of bleeding ever so slightly. The porcelain coloration begins fading slowly as he looks at you all with like more vigor and enjoyment as he says,
Oh, let's go. Come on.
as he begins to kind of just skip out the door.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Continue.
Oh,
Is
I have a feeling he was about to go batshit crazy and kill all of us. I think he.
No.
Well,
No.
Okay.
Something would have happened. I would have had to give a trigger warning.
Okay.
Body mutilation.
Oh, okay. I thought he was about to go Hulk mode, and then go time to go, or you're all dying.
No, pretty
I was
much.
about to shit my pants.
Usually players cause this transformation, as I like to put it. In this room, outside of this room, players kind of just leave him be slightly because he is technically the tour guide. So I'll tell you what would happen. He would rip his face off as it turns into a porcelain mask and replaces it with whatever strong emotion he's feeling at the time. Whether it's fear, sorrow, or enjoyment, blushing kind of way, Maddie, or Daniel, I should say. Any kind of really strong emotion that he is feeling at that time, he would replace with that mask that has that face on it. Place it on, and as he's placing it on, it begins to change into flesh as he puts it on his face, and it is his new face.
Okay, that's cool.
So he has to exist in a state of complete no emotion to not suffer tragic, constant pain. That is sad.
No, it's a state of specific emotion.
Yeah, he has to stay in a specific state of emotion. If it changes, he has to change his mask.
Okay,
and the most grotesque way.
Okay, so you just gotta keep him happy if he's happy, and then just always keep him happy so he doesn't have to deal with that. Okay, no,
pretty much.
I like this guy, so I like this guy. I want to try to befriend his ass.
So
Damien is going to follow the half man. I'm going to go for a piss really quick.
Okay, so all of you, I hope. Okay, so all of you guys are leaving the room correctly.
Yes.
All right. Now this is a very big trigger warning. Body dismemberment and body mutilation. Stating now. Anyone is triggered by these things, you are welcome to deafen if you so wish. I do not want to trigger anyone or make anyone feel uncomfortable. So this is your trigger warning at this point in time as you cross this threshold. Okay?
And it was just like body disfigurement and like
limbs having been ripped off, things like that.
okay.
Yeah. It could get graphic. I won't show the body dismemberments or anything like that. I'll show other things. I just will not show pictures and images of body dismemberment or any of the nature. But it will be described in detail. I'm very detailed with descriptions. So.
Okay.
I watch true crime. I don't care.
Works for me.
If it's about
for
animals,
anyone
I'm
else,
fine.
It's never animals.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then then
Yeah, as
there's
long as
never
it's
gonna
not
be a
animals.
problem. Yep, then
Hey,
there's
or
never gonna be a
children.
problem.
Is there children?
I don't care about that.
No. Hell no.
That
Okay,
was
I will
a
state-
no.
Yeah,
That's a
I
no-no
will
for me.
state.
Animals and
I will
children is
state-
a no.
Yeah, I will state immediately in all of my campaign, children have plot armor, meaning they're never harmed. They're always happy. Okay, they're never misused or abused or any of the nature. And I have that because I am a father. So I would feel horrible because my
So
brain would imagine it being.
We're
my
not gonna
brother.
have like a bratty
Yes.
little kid that I can like drop kick. That.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
sad.
there might be a bratty kid, but you can't drop kick it.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Damn.
What I'm hearing
Not
is make
Zest
my
going
character
down.
a child.
Damn,
Jess, do you have
I
any
can't pick up a child and eat it. What kind of campaign is this?
Did you wait, Dusk, did you ask me if I have any kids?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had kids or not.
No, I have no children.
Okay, because I know Xenia does, and I know Alpha.
So, as you guys cross the threshold into or out of the room, you find yourselves in a long hallway. On each wall, there is currently 2 cells. 2 cells on each wall. As you guys cross the threshold and enter into the hallway, I will take a bit of a vote on who looks left and who looks right.
And I
We'll
look
start
both
with you.
directions.
Yeah,
She's just
I don't see how
cross-eyed.
that's possible unless
She's
you're an elf.
cross-eyed.
No, like
Or
I
a
just
wizard.
I
So-
just look one way and then I look the other. Does that not work?
You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to do that?
Like
Because
yeah.
then I'll just describe what each one of you sees on left and right.
I look left and Anbu looks
But-
right, and then afterwards I ask him what he saw. That way I get all the information.
Does Ondu speak?
Anbu doesn't, but I can use a first level spell to talk to him, if I must so do so.
You
Okay.
must so do so.
I assume all of you are going to be doing that left and right, beside Brood, who is wanting to be weird and different.
I'm not paying attention to the cells at all. I'm
feel
watching
called
this
out.
Jester Bang, making sure he doesn't pull anything on us.
Fine, I won't be different. I'll be like everyone else, and I'll do that too.
Or sipping the whiskey.
Same.
You've peer pressured me and bullied me into doing it. I hope you're happy, Alpha. Congratulations.
I'm happy.
Like I literally love how you're like, oh, half of you look this way, half of you look that way. Like we literally can't just turn our head
Right.
from one way to the other way.
The thing is, no one has requested that before. You're the
Oh my
first.
god. And
I
thought
gotta be
was smart with the-
original.
I thought I was
As
smart with the
you-
bird thing.
So,
First person to think of that.
Seriously,
You
how
turn
is
your head
no
from
one?
one direction to the other. It's like when
Seriously,
you're
though,
crossing
yeah.
a street.
Even I
It's like
thought
when
of it.
you're
I was
crossing
just
the
being...
fucking street.
Yeah, even I thought of it. I was just being weird with the bird. But seriously, how has no one asked that? That's crazy.
Like you literally just.
all
I
right.
was
So,
no-
with that, as you guys look to the left, as I will bring an image up here and go down to my torturers, you see a man hanging, chained to a wall, his arms out like this,
Oh my god, it's
as he's
Jesus.
hanging there. His legs are gone. The pants appears to have been torn. As you all see, this large 4-armed individual having a leg in each hand, minus the 2 up top. And he's currently whacking the thighs of these legs against the man's waist, right underneath the ribs. You see blood dripping from the wounds where his legs used to be, creating this puddle of blood underneath the man. With each swing, you see the man chained with so slightly.
Every time I see this, I say, "Stop kicking yourself! Stop kicking yourself! Stop kicking yourself!"
You say this?
Yes, Brood. Brood is chaotic. Yeah, Brood is. He's not evil, but he's chaotic. Yeah, Brood would say that.
Okay. So, as you're looking at this direction and you say this, the rest of you look to the right. I don't want to go to inspirations of dice rolls. I want to go here to pick so I can showcase the other torturer. You see this. You see this other torturer with a man hanging against a wall, his wrists bound by chains as he hangs there. His stomach, as I will stand for this, from the sternum along the bottom of his ribs down to his waist, his hips, and aligned together. The flesh has been ripped off. Blood pouring out as you all see his intestines, his organs within. As you see this torturer reach in, grab his intestines, and slowly begin pulling it out, the man screaming in agony as the torturer is doing this. Anyone say anything? Or is it just Brood? Saying to the other torturer.
After I finish saying that one thing, I would call out to him saying, "Can I get your number, buddy?" Because Brood would definitely be attracted to that guy.
Oh no, not again.
Brood would definitely be attracted to that forearm guy. Oh yeah, he'd definitely be hot for him.
No.
Okay. Squirrels, you're wanting
I-
to say something, go ahead.
I hit my elbow into the half man, and I go, "Me next, am I right?"
So,
No.
None of you get laid?
Brood,
This is just
as you are saying, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. You see the four-armed man go to take a swing and then stop mid-swing.
Nope.
As he slowly turns his head, you hear the bones cracking in his neck as he locks eyes with you.
Oh.
As he slowly, with each step, you hear a heavy thud from the weight of this fiendish creature as he
Thump.
steps up to the bars of
Thump.
the cell.
Thump. Thump. Thump.
It just
Sorry.
stares down at you. And then you say, "Can I have your number?"
Followed by one more thing. When he does that whole head tilt thing where he turns his head completely around, I say, "If you do that while I'm hitting it from the back, dude, you'd melt my soul."
No.
This is
Not
the one moment that like Zara takes our eyes off the jester and just goes, "The fuck?"
And
like it when I'm looked in the eyes.
This is
I like
when
being looked in
Farron
the
takes
eye.
a step back and like steps away from him. Just steps
Daniel?
away from the tiny man.
So, as
Listen-
all of you, I presume, is now seeing this interaction,
Hang on, I have one thing. I am gonna stand between Zara and Faerun and like keep them behind me so that they don't get in this guy's way.
I
What
would
do you
like to just
mean?
explain what I'm doing at this moment in time. I am still stood next to the half man, and I lean down to his level and I go, "Psst, give him some alcohol. It might make him more willing."
Oh, you're a genius.
you watch
God.
I'll wait a second first.
as this man, this four-armed fiendish creature, drops the legs. And bear in mind, the cell door is closed. His upper arms grab the cell door. His lower arms grab the cell door, like the bars of the door. As he rips the door off, slams it to the ground,
So hot.
and bows his
Wait.
head as he steps out of the cell towards the two of you. And he just is beginning to reach for you as if gunning for the two of you right now.
No, not the.
Like he's
I-
going to kill you.
I'm gonna cry.
Can I cast invisibility on myself and run away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. This is
Yeah.
not
Not you
happening.
leaving.
I'll use I'll go ahead and reveal my nature as my metallic wings sprout from my back, and I fucking quickly get out of arm's reach by flapping as far away as I can.
Yeah, he's beginning to walk towards you all. As the jester rushes past, puts his arms up, and he says,
They don't know better. Guess a master caller. They don't know better. Please, no harm to them. No harm to them.
I'm gonna
as he
cry.
slowly looks away from you, Brood, down at the jester.
Don't kill him, please.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't kill
He
him, please.
grabs
no.
the jester by the
Oh!
neck and slowly begins dragging him into the cell. Grabbing the door with two of his arms, bringing it up and slamming it back into place.
Alpha.
He was our guide.
I have to add
Help.
some effects.
Alpha, I need some
No. He just met
I-
probably
I
please.
shout to the jester to make sure you're wearing your fear mask.
Oh yeah, he is definitely ripping his face off right now.
No. Just make sure you wear
moment.
protection.
Rips
Lord
off
Bobby
fear
Bliss.
mask,
I will
equips
say
horny
this
mask.
right now, the jester is Maddie's favorite NPC of the Prelude.
I still like him. I still like Forearms. He still
That's
got me
why
going.
Maddie's crying, because now the you all see, I'm pretty sure you all are backing away. You see blood is spurting out of the cell as the jester is screaming.
Aw. Oh well.
Not-
Can we hear what the
That's sad.
jester sounds like when he screams?
Yes, please.
No.
Immersion.
Oh, shut up.
Do bear in mind,
I'm upset.
he was supposed to also give you guys health potions when
Yeah.
you guys get to the doors of the arena.
I'm just confused at what point was the cell door opened?
He
It
ripped
wasn't.
He ripped it open.
He ripped it open. He used all four of his arms and lifted that shit.
Like the fuck, dude? Why are you still in the
And
cell
he
if
then
you
put
could
it
do
back
that?
in place.
I looked at the rest of the party and I'm like, last I checked, lust was one of the sins. I figured he wouldn't mind it. We're in hell and all, but I guess he couldn't handle a little bit of debauchery. What a pansy demon.
Imagine killing an NPC
I'm out of earshot, by the
because
way,
you simped
by the
an
time I
NPC
say this, of
too
course.
hard.
Girl bossed a little too close to the sun.
We need a break.
It's hot. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I wanted to get his number. My bad.
Also,
will
at
pass
this
this
point
up.
in time, the other torturer across the way is currently standing at the cell door, watching you all.
Do it, bro.
What do you do?
Duh,
We
keep
need to
walking.
get out of there, okay? I'm getting Faerun and I'm getting Zara. I'm picking them both up and I'm fucking leaving. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm out. I ain't dealing with that
Yeah, I'm
I,
trailing right behind them.
Yeah,
So
my wings
I
are out now,
shout
so I'm
over
just going
my
to continue to
shoulder.
fly with Ambu.
I shout over my shoulder, calling the one with four arms a pussy as I chase after the rest of the group.
He's preoccupied right now with
Yeah.
the jester.
Yeah, I figured.
Ugh.
I was hoping.
But as you guys are progressing down this hallway, you see two more cells.
Hold on. Let's run it
On the
back.
cell of the right,
Mm-mm.
Just keep
This is
swimming.
this is my favorite. Get that picture ready. You see this nude man on his knees, bent down, but his head is not touching the ground. It's almost as if he's resting his upper body on something. His arms are bound behind his back, lifted upwards, the chain going straight to the ceiling, locking it in, while a collar is resting around his neck, and a band just over his eyebrows, around his head as well, with a chain going through both headpieces up to the ceiling. His top of his skull completely removed. As you see his brains resting within his skull.
What kind of
You see
chair
this-
is
this-
this?
You see this
It's hell.
fiendish creature sitting within a chair beside the man, with what looks to be a needle.
Oh, he's hot.
As you see him press the needle on a portion of the brain, and you see the body jolt and jerk. You hear like this electrical buzzing sound happen as it makes contact, and he pulls it away. And meticulously reaches to a different side of the brain. Presses the needle in. Again, an electrical current or sound courses as another body part jerks. From all of the commotion you guys have done, the figure stops, slowly turns and looks at you all. The door to his cell is also closed.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Keep
go.
going.
Mm-mm.
But
I'm still just flying above the group. Just
But-
keep going.
I'm noping the fuck out there. I ain't dealing with any of these demented things. I'd rather not. I want to get the hell out of this place as soon as possible. No thanks.
Nah.
No.
You
I
guys
sorry.
are
already-
on the left?
I would like to see what's on the left, please.
Okay, so on the cell on the left, you see a cell, but the door is opened. As you hear humming, a feminine hum coming from within the cell.
I'd like to enter the cell.
I want to grab him before he goes in there.
He's invisible.
Fuck, he is invisible. Never mind.
Yep.
I sneakily left a bottle of vodka at the forearms cell. I just leave the bottle of vodka there for him, a little present when he fucking gets done torturing.
Yeah, she's in here. Where is she? Where I need to go to the H's. Here she is.
I don't
So
know.
you see
Where
this
is she?
woman.
Oh my god.
I'm going in the cell.
Brood's not into
No,
goblin.
no.
Brood's only into
Okay,
goblin. women.
no. We're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna remember that I literally said I'm into characters with wings and horns specifically. What does this bitch pull out? A fucking hot dummy mommy with wings and horns. This is targeted. And my favorite color
Really
is
quick.
purple.
Do bear in mind.
Alpha.
Hold on. Do bear in mind.
Okay.
Her name is Heather. She is in my campaign. And she is a succubus.
Oh god damn it, Heather.
That's
Not a goblin.
Heather.
Yes.
Does she have a tail?
She does.
Ha! Fuck it, I'm
Smash.
sold.
So
Alpha, if I tried to
I'm
seduce
sorry,
this
I'm
person,
sorry.
how successful would I be?
She's so hot.
Hold on. Let's not talk all over each other. Squirrel, you were trying to say something?
If I wanted to seduce this person hypothetically, how
Mhm.
successful would I be?
The succubus.
She's a
You-
succubus.
You wouldn't be
succubus.
successful. She'd be seducing you
That's what they do to you, bro.
Oh.
for
So,
potentially not so pleasurable things.
I mean, it could be
Yeah,
pleasurable.
I'd have pleasure.
No.
This is why Brood's rule is strictly only goblin women.
So,
We need to stop thinking with our horny pants, y'all.
Yes, please, let's continue. We're never gonna make it to the arena.
I'm fucking
I know,
horny
we're gonna
for that
fuck all these
woman.
Jail cell characters before
I'm
we get into
fucking
the goddamn
horny for
arena.
that woman. I swear to God.
I get killed by
Oh.
forearms. Y'all get killed by succubus. We all just die.
I
to
call
the
succubus.
hot-
Succubus is
we-
mine. You guys can have
So-
needle, bitch.
Oh my God.
So-
Anyhow,
as you all look into the cell, hearing this hum, the humming does stop. As she says, my. You lot appear to be in some terrible, dangerous situations. How intriguing. as she slowly turns to look at you all and slowly steps out of the cell.
Pass. They keep going.
Such lovely looking individuals I see before me.
So ambitious.
But something is missing. Where is that disgusting just a friend?
Yeah,
He's currently getting fucked by Mr. Forearms back there.
I'd assume dead. Yeah.
Oh, rest assured, that's not fucking. Did you lower your invisibility, by the way?
No, this voice is coming out of nowhere.
Okay, I need you to roll a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. Stealth.
Wait, should I be scared?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, shit.
Roll stealth, please.
I have an idea. And I'm
It's on the upper half.
Yeah, she does not see you as she kind of looks around.
Okay, good.
Well, I can't see you, but I can hear you. Don't you just sound...
Oh, Damien wants to fuck the demon. Damien wants to fuck the demon.
Don't fuck the demon. Don't fuck the
Aaron.
Damien runs past the demon before he succumbs to the horniness.
Can I just walk away?
Yeah, I kept flying. I didn't stop.
Night.
I literally said pass.
I
The two of
DM.
you keep walking.
I have DM'd you, Alpha.
I had read it. Are you sure the two of you want to do that?
I'm not walking. I'm
Wait, say
flying
that
still,
again?
but I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go
I know.
away.
Are you leaving the hallway? Let me ask.
No.
that. Are you-
No. I'm just getting a little away from her, just so she's not
Okay.
in like
Yeah.
arm's length. I don't want to be around her. I say pass, and I just don't even look at her.
And Farron, are
Yeah,
you sure
I
you want
swipe
to leave?
left.
I'll stay.
And Damon?
Whilst invisible, I slow walk and follow the half man.
Okay, just getting away from her.
Yeah.
Okay. Her eyes slowly lock onto Zara.
Oh dear God.
Ooh.
She kind of tilts her head to the side, slowly approaching. Well, isn't this such a interesting turn of events? Zara?
Of course, of all people that I would see here, it would be you. How have you been,
Well, of
Heather?
course. Well, I've been enjoying myself. A few fucks here and there, a few tortures here and there, sometimes even both, depending on the individual, if he likes it or not. As she is kind of moving around you, running her fingers along the back of your shoulders and onto your neck. And she leans in and inhales deeply and goes, that amazing aroma you have. How I've always missed it.
I would like to walk back.
Oh my God.
You would like to what?
Nothing.
It's so
Nothing.
hard.
I
Honk,
mean,
honk
the horny drone.
I watched this lesbian scene unfold in front of me.
Oh my God.
I mean, it
Bruce.
has been a while, hasn't it, Heather? But you see, I'm in a bit of a predicament. I'm not sure if you can offer any form of help. I've been summoned down here with all these people to apparently fight in some form of arena, but the Jester was our guide of some sort, and now he's, I'm assuming, dead.
Yes. A pity, but he will return. That man never dies, if you can even call him a man. And then slowly locks eyes with you, Brood. Not unlike you. And Daniel,
Okay.
don't think I don't notice and see you. I
Oh,
thought
well-
you were banned from the Nine Hells. Slowly turns and looks at you, Daniel.
Was I?
According to her, yes.
Because he was brought to the material plane as a baby. He doesn't know anything, so he's like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I was
She kind of
banned?
looks at you and gives you a wink. Naughty, naughty.
I was brought here.
She pays you no mind. You have no idea if she's fucking with your head or being serious.
Was I banned? Am I an immigrant?
Her eyes then lock on Isadora.
Oh.
As she slowly steps over to you, taking a lock of your hair, bringing it to her nose as she deeply inhales. The smell of the forest, of nature. I wonder if you're as pure as the nature that you dwell in. Are you?
Isadora tries very hard to hide that she's blushing and get herself together. This succubus will not win. She takes a step back and she studies her. Can she do like a persuasion check?
You want to get persuaded by this person, I can tell.
No,
Or
no.
what?
What? What did you ask me?
What are you
persuading
persuading?
her?
I want to see if I can persuade her to let us safely continue down the hallway.
Oh, there's no need to roll for that. She looks to you and she says, "Why, of course. I mean, if you are here to entertain the great Carlock, who am I to stop you?"
Can I persuade her for why he wants us here?
That I will allow a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Since that's my specialty, can I give them advantage with that?
How? How would you give him advantage?
By chiming in whenever I see spots where I could say something that would make sense to add to their point. To like,
What would you say?
Like, our guy did just die, and our guy just died and all. We could use the extra information. We were supposed to go to an arena. If we're supposed to help, entertain this man, where are we even supposed to go? We could use the information. Stuff like that.
I'd allow an advantage. So when you hover over the dice and chat, Isadora, you will see the green circle. Click on that green circle. And you will roll with advantage. A 23.
Let's go.
And your request is what, Isadora?
What their master wants with us.
Entertainment, obviously. He brings individuals from all different planes of existence for entertainment purposes, for the bloodshed, for the death. And as she is saying this, she's stepping closer and closer, and she stops just before you, her breasts definitely gently pressing against yours as she leans in and whispers the word death in your ear. And with that, she turns immediately and walks away.
She's such a cock tease.
Right.
Yes, she's a succubus.
Yeah.
As she's walking away, Brew chimes out, Could you maybe act as our guide? Where the fuck are we going?
She walks over
good
to
play.
Faerun.
Oh god.
Faerun, how tall is your character?
I heard that.
Ultra play.
I'm sorry, you were speaking.
I have no idea what you guys are referring to.
5'7". She's
You what?
5'7".
What did you do, Dusk?
Oh, my character's height. She's 5'7".
Oh, okay. So, yes.
As you're going to do this, Daniel's gonna stand between you two.
Hmm.
I am standing behind Faerun, but in front of Damien. Because this
Daniel.
man is no, Damien. Because
No,
Damien is
Damien's
way too
by-
horny for the succubus.
No,
Damien's by the hearth,
Damien. Damien's invisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are invisible.
Wait, what's
Yeah,
Daniel doing?
I would like to move towards Daniel, grab them by the arm and pull them away, and whisper to them, "Don't get in the way of the show. What are you doing?"
Oh my
Wait.
god.
Did he grab me?
Yeah, he
Yes.
grabs you and starts pulling you away. Do you resist?
I'm gonna punch him.
Roll a hit.
Roll the hit is right.
Pulls out dagger.
So,
Would that be at
I'm
disadvantage?
joking.
no.
But she can't see him.
I'm invisible. How can you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
he's
can't. Okay,
invisible.
yeah, it's going to be at disadvantage. So
It's gonna be at disadvantage, but I don't give a fuck. There's a principal.
roll a roll
Why are you
2d20.
trying to get in between me and the succubus?
I'm not gonna get in between,
Exactly.
but I want to stand next to the walk back up.
Roll
follow behind them and
2d20.
walk up next to the succubus. Heather.
Okay, hold on. Daniel, in the
Yeah.
chat where you can type, you see the dice at the bottom, correct?
Yes.
Click the D20 twice and click DIS and then click roll for me, please. You made it private.
Oh. That's stupid. I don't know how
I'll
to
read
do
it.
this.
I cannot reveal it. So all you do
I-
is just
You
click
just
the
click-
D20 twice. Do you
I
you
got-
have selected the public role next to the man with the hat and shirt?
I don't know how to do this. Self
Screen share
roll?
real quick.
I can't
Maybe you
screen
just
share.
shouldn't have went to punch me.
Okay, then turn your camera to your screen.
Okay. Just shut
Let me look
up.
at the chat. Okay, yeah. Click on the dice at the far left of it.
This?
Nope. Yes. Thank you. And now click the D20 twice, and then click DIS, and then click roll. DIS, and then roll. Thank you. So that's a nat
oh.
1.
Yes.
I got a 5
What's it?
before. That's stupid.
We're about to watch a
But
lesbian
that's still a
scene. Come on.
natural 1. So,
Right. There!
so Damien,
Yes.
do you wish to strike back, or do you want to grapple and pull them away?
I'm continuing to pull them out of conflict.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
So Heather, seeing this, kind of gives a smile, kind of like a half-cocked smile, as she continues to step forth to Faerun. She kind of looks down at Faerun a little bit. She goes, My, aren't you a cute one? As she immediately, in quick succession, grabs her arms around her, placing a hand on the back of her head and slamming her face into the crease of her breasts.
This is what we're here for.
Not what we're here
So
for.
wait,
We're
Really
I'm
hard to
like
type.
in her titties right now.
Yes,
Okay,
you gain a face full of tits.
I'm getting a face full of tits. Okay, Farron's not gonna admit she
yeah.
likes a face full of tits, right? And she's going to push her. She's gonna grab her arms, push her away.
Is Faerun blushing?
No, Farron doesn't show emotions on her face. So
She gives it. Go ahead.
So she pushes her away. She shows no
Mhm.
emotion. Like she's not blushing or anything. And she goes, "Get your hands off me, you insolent little slut."
She immediately lets out a giggle as she says, "My, I'm always a fan of the feisty ones.
If
How
you want
I long to play with you at some point, if you get to stay. But with that, I suppose I'll help. I suppose I'll assist. Be your little tour guide," as she looks to everyone, except for Damien. How long does your invisibility last, Damien?
I've got no idea until you tell me that it's no longer effective.
I'll hover over the spell, and it will tell you. It lasts for 1 hour. If you look at
Okay.
properties, it will say it right there.
My internet keeps cutting out. I do apologize.
That's okay. So it's 1 hour. Did you cast it through innate spellcasting or a second level slot?
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows either.
I think his internet's cutting out.
I would say, if he doesn't know, most likely innate rather than second level.
Probably. So she kind of flicks her finger in the air as a portal opens up. She kind of reaches in and she begins pulling out health potions. To each one of you, yeah, his internet went down. For each one of you, and I will put these in your character sheets. Okay? You all are given 3 supreme healing potions.
Awesome.
Cream. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Sure
I
it's
kind of just
in there.
hover. I kind of just hover over and I lower down just enough to grab the potions and I quickly fly back up.
Okay.
I'm sticking
So
to the roof like a goddamn spider.
There we go. Healing potions to you.
Oh, I also never described it. For all you, my wings, they look like liquid metal. It's just like kind of like a titanium steelish kind of color, and they just look like they're liquid. But you can definitely tell that they're dragon or draconic in nature, not demonic.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, also, right, when my wings are out, there's also 2 little tiny stubs coming out of my forehead. They're not big. They're like tiny little, and they look the same as my wings, little metallic, like flowing liquid horns.
Give me 1 second as I am at. Excuse me. Can you work? Please and thank you. I am currently adding these healing potions into your inventories. On your Argon, it will show up. In your as a use feature. It will. Oh no, sorry, not use feature. Use item. I apologize. Okay. And with that, the portal closes. She looks to you all, and she says, "Come follow me, and I'll take you where you need to go." And she begins walking out of the hallway into this T intersection where each end, from left to right, is a corridor that begins to curve. A far wall, you see a half-circle window with bars on it. The sounds of metal clashing against one another and the sounds of booing are echoing and cascading into this hallway. With this, I'm going to give everyone a 5-minute break.
Please, I need to piss.
Okay. Give everyone a 5-minute break to go potty, and then we will go ahead and continue.
I'm gonna take a fat dab rip. I'm gonna get stoned.
Together into the T intersected hallway that branches from the hallway you guys are leaving. One end goes one way, the other end goes another as it begins to curve around. In front of you, along the wall, you see a half-shaped moon-like window with bars on it. It's fairly high up, but unless you're a short shit like Brood, it's pretty easy for you guys to look through if you so wish.
I'm flying
So
right now, so I can. Yeah,
someone lift the dwarf.
No, I'm flying. I'm good. I'm flying currently, so I can see it. Yeah, so I can see it currently. So yeah, I would look.
Okay. So who all here wants to look through the window?
Me.
Yeah.
Can I do a check before I look through the window?
What check?
An investigation check? Would that be or would it be perception?
So what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
I want to see if there's something that's hidden in plain sight, basically, with the window, with the thing that we're looking through. Like, if there's something, like, if it's kind of like, yes, this appears normal, but like, there might be something.
So the window itself appears normal, but it could be, let's say, a portal to another dimension kind of thing. That's
something, yeah,
right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So not pass through the window, but you're wanting to kind of investigate the window itself to see if there's something fishy with it.
Yeah.
I will not have you roll. It's just a window.
It's just a window. That's fine.
So for those who do look through, as you approach these windows, and there's multiple windows you can peer through, you see inside this vast graveled or almost sand-like textured ground of this large, massive oval-shaped or square-shaped arena. Within the stands, you see a wide assortment of different fiends, devils, demons, booing, throwing bloody parts and everything within the arena. Across from you all is this towering tower, this tall tower, but you're not able at this curtain juncture to gaze at the top of it. Camera, why are you following my hand? What's wrong with you? Like, I reach up, the camera's trying to follow the hand. What's wrong with you?
No, it's not doing it anymore.
Do it, of course. The bit's ruined. The bit's ruined.
So, as you guys are looking through these windows, you've seen on the
ground.
I mean, why? In the audience, what?
I was trying to guess what you were seeing. It was like charades.
No. In the stands, pretty much in the stands, you see all the all of these entities booing, throwing bloody parts. As in the center of this arena, you see two figures fighting heavily. one in a full plate armor wielding this massive great sword, much larger than your standard great sword, almost like a bastard blade almost, but not as heavy looking. This man wields it almost as if it was paper. It was nothing, swinging it around with great athleticism. While this other individual wears like the studded leather armor with a shield and a long sword, blocking as many blows as he can. You can tell face dripping with sweat, is tired. And as the man brings his sword down on the man in the studded leather, he raises his shield up, breaks it away, and takes his sword and slices the armored man's helmet off, cutting his head off. The crowd around goes silent and then roars, not in praise, but in disgust. As the man throws the shield and sword down, turning towards the tower, his back to you all, raising his arms out like, come on, I won, let's go. Crowd goes silent. And their gazes move to the tower. And then in a quick succession, an uproar roar of praise bellows from the crowd as the man kicks at the ground and shouts, I've won! I've done it! Set me free! While behind him, right in front of you all, this fog-like smoke begins to bellow down and swirl out. A trail of smoke moving behind it as it moves. All you hear is what sounds like chattering teeth and this grotesque sound, which sounds like as it moves. The man turning towards the fog like smoke as it begins coming towards him, kind of backing away, shouting off the top of his lungs, no, as it envelops his body. The sound of flesh tearing, metal breaking and bending, bones snapping. And then all is quiet. His screams silenced. As the fog begins to pull away, leaving behind nothing more than a bloody mess. The sound of stones pulling apart, grinding on each other could be heard from the top of this arena. As you see these winged harpy-like creatures fly down, grabbing the remains and flying away. This fog continuing to move, trailing back the way it moved, and then back up and vanishing. As you all hear from behind you, well, that was an interesting sight, now wasn't it? Such a pity. I was hoping to be able to play with him a little bit before he died.
But that doesn't make sense. He won.
I don't.
The jester said that if we fight and that we win, we get released. Why was he killed?
Only if you can entertain not only the crowd, but Karlach as well. It would appear that his performance was not entertainable as they liked. So he died.
So our fate rests in the hands of this crowd and some mysterious man inside of a tower. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much, yeah. If you wish to look at it that way, Kiri.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I'm a master showman. Let's put on one.
Are you all ready?
No.
Yeah, bring it.
I say we have a drink. before we
Aye.
go into our death.
Whatever you do, do it quickly. I have a much important meeting to attend to with a specific individual, a third one at that.
I'm going to take a swig of my whiskey.
But open up my bag, my special little tiny bag, and pull
Hi,
out another mug of
Alpha, am I
ale.
still invisible?
I drink
Unless
another
you
mug
willingly
of
drop
ale.
it. You all take your drink, drinking heavily, for those who do drink. As you all then, once finished, Heather's kind of just sitting there, her arms underneath her breast as she's pushing them up and kind of tapping her fingers against her bicep. Are you all done?
I just finally, before my last drink, going, right. Cheers to the
What are the
performance of
chances?
our fucking lives. Downs the drink and starts heading towards where we need to go.
I say,
You have no
Cheers
idea.
to
She's
that
not leaving you.
funny looking
I mean,
one.
heading more towards Heather.
aye to that, and I strum on or I swing the guitar around my neck. I strum on it, and I give bardic inspiration to the whole group before we enter combat.
Okay. So do bear in mind, and I will make a note of that, you all now have a bardic inspiration.
Before anything else, I'm going to sort of look at Zara and be like, to beauty.
To beauty.
To beauty.
Heather will kind of raise an eyebrow at that. As the rest, Squirrels, were you trying to say something?
No.
Okay. So as the rest of you finish your drink, she gives a nod as she begins walking down the right side hallway as it begins to kind of curve around. She stomps before two huge double doors, standing beside a lever. As she looks to you all and she says, "Now, don't you all die on me.
I'm
I
gonna
would
enter
hate
rage.
not-
I'm
You're
gonna enter
gonna
rage before I go to battle.
Okay, I'll let you know when battle happens, so you can hold off on rage right now. Okay.
Yeah, this works.
But she looks to you all and she says, "Now don't die on me. I would love to have a chance to play with any one of you later." She gives you, Isadora, a wink.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Sexy Woman. I'm not gonna go dying.
Your invisibility
Not
does
before
go.
I've had my face between those big heaving bosoms.
Goodbye,
my sweet
Mrs.
Jesus.
Molester.
Your invisibility does go off, by the way.
Oh, damn.
I play a little ditty leading her out.
She pulls the lever. As these double doors, you hear it, and it opens, scraping against the ground as they open up into this massive arena.
Oh fuck! I play a little extra string onto the
Oh
little ditty.
fuck.
So I am currently switching maps.
Very cool, very cool.
Just
It's
to check, I'm no longer invisible, right? So should I break concentration?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, it's doing the
Also,
thing.
As the doors behind you all are closing, you hear from Heather as she says, "Now do me a favor, go to the center of the arena and face the tower. When instructed, you can bow. I highly recommend it." And that's when the doors immediately close behind you all. The crowd of demons, fiends, and devils watch you all as you are appeared.
Can
Oh,
right
man.
before
You
we
can
go
fucking
in,
talk.
DM, right before we
We don't
go
even
in,
know
can
we're
I use
fighting
my
yet.
can I use my class feature along with my bardic inspiration? Can I drop my enchantments on people's weapons? All it takes is a touch, because all I have is my cantrips right now. And I know them all. So all it takes is a touch. So, who does anyone have weapons that aren't magical? Because obviously, if your weapon was magical, I would notice, and I wouldn't even bother because I can't do it to magical weapons. Does anyone here have a? And +1 doesn't count. I'm talking specifically enchantments, like they have an effect.
No, I've got a scimitar that's unenchanted as my melee.
Okay, starting with you. I'm going to throw Toll of the Dead on your scimitar. So as a bonus action, and it has let me check real quick. I'm rolling. It has So it has 12 charges. As a bonus action, you can use Toll of the Dead. It works exactly as Toll of the Dead does. It works off of my wisdom save, so it's they have to make a save of 19 to pass, or they take the full damage. So that's the enchantment you get for your weapon.
Okay.
And Brood, while you are doing this, I need you personally to make a list
of this
of whose character has what enchantment.
Can I put it in notes? Am I allowed to type in there or no?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's good. This is perfect. Okay, so who did I just give Toll of the Dead to?
Zara.
Okay. Zara dash Toll of Dead 12 charges. Wiz 19. Okay.
How long
the
does
first
it
one.
So 12 charges.
And it's because of my current level, the enchantment would never until you use up all 12 charges, it doesn't go away.
Yep. All right. Maddie?
Yes.
Your weapons are magical, correct?
My weapons are magical, yes.
Your magic is magical.
Is your armor magical?
I don't wear armor.
You're a barbarian.
Then
Yeah.
never mind then. Everything then I would walk past you, no enchantment.
Faerun?
What?
Do you have any weapons or armor that is not magical?
I believe my short sword is not magical.
Cool. Let me have a look. I'll let you know.
But my dragon wing longbow should be magical.
Yeah,
your dragon wing longbow is magical. The short sword is not.
Okay, cool. I touch your short sword and I give it Firebolt. Works exactly as Firebolt works. It is a +11 to hit, and that is it. So let me roll the charges. Right, hold on. Let me roll my charges. D12 +4. Ooh, 16. I got 12. So you have a 16 charges. Okay. So on your leather, perfect for you. I'm gonna fucking throw Spare the Dying on that bitch. So as a bonus action, someone you can see, you can Spare the Dying them. So you're giving you a little bit of healing stuff. It's not a great healing spell, but if someone does drop to 0, you'll be able to bring them to conscious rather than death saves. The total charges, please be high because this is important. Not as great. 9, 13 charges. Not terrible. Not high. Not the greatest though. So 13 charges. All right, and that was for who again?
That was for Isadora.
Yep.
Okay.
And lastly, Damien.
You're gonna have to
I
start.
believe
You're part of being the only one that does it.
I believe both my daggers are not magical.
Your what?
Both of my daggers are not magical, I believe.
Those are magical, yes.
Are they?
Yeah, because they literally have like a fancy name. Otherwise, they'd be called dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that everyone, right?
I have a singular arrow with no crossbow. Do you want to enchant the arrow?
Yeah, fuck it. Yes, yeah, I totally. Yeah, that's always a funny. You could literally throw that arrow as an improvised attack and fucking drop the bonus action as the enchantment, and it might not do anything, but it could. And for that, I'm gonna give you Firebolt on that arrow.
Yeah.
Or no. Funnier. I'm giving you Vicious Mockery on that arrow. Okay, Vicious Mockery. It is a Wisdom 19.
So quickly, just clarify: do we have to use the weapon that's enchanted, then we can cast a spell as a bonus action?
No, you could say like I enchanted Firebolt onto your sword. You could just aim your sword out and then use the bonus action enchantment. And the best part about my enchantments, even if you cast a leveled spell for your action, you can still use your bonus action to cast an enchantment because it doesn't count as you doing a leveled spell. It's my spell put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, also, what level are these spells at?
They're all cantrips, so they're all just
Okay.
yeah. They're I don't have anything in my book yet. All I can do is my own cantrips because I can't put my leveled spell into enchantments unless I learn that spell from someone else. And because we haven't spent any time me actually learning anything yet, I'm just gonna say I only have my cantrips right now. So I just did all of my cantrips.
Okay. All right. So as you
and-
guys are doing that, Brood's coming around, kind of tapping your items and everything, and chanting them. And as you guys get into your spot, the crowd goes quiet. As where is this big boy at? As this very heavy-set looking man approaches, looking very hoity-toity in this extravagantly royal-like clothing. As he looks at you all, and he says, "Welcome for the final battle of our entertainment today. We have standing before you all a group of miscreants from the material plane. It will be fitting to see how these individuals fare against the likes of what we all have in store for them. And now I shall present to you all the man who gave everything to do this, the great Paula." As he bows and motions to behind him, do you all bow? As you all see the audience bow.
Yes. And my crow also
No.
bows.
I'm not going to bow.
Zara, I suggest against this. I suggest against this. Don't do it!
I bow and my crow bows as well, of course.
No,
Okay,
I
Daniel?
think it'd be rather entertaining for me to kind of like wait.
Going to die! Get your fucking ass to the ground!
Daniel, do you bow?
Yes, I bow!
Okay. Faerun, do you bow?
No, I just died.
Faerun bends a knee, but does not fully bow.
Okay, you take a knee. Okay. Isadora, do you bow?
Yeah, I'll bow.
Okay. Damien. Or
I
Damon.
will I will take out my arrow of mockery, or whatever it was. I will bow and point the arrow towards him.
Oh no.
He doesn't know what the arrow is cursed with. He just thinks I'm holding an arrow.
So you're not
Okay.
doing the bonus action.
We're not doing it though.
No, I'm just holding the arrow. Everyone knows what the arrow is. He doesn't know, but we know.
Okay.
I thought this was about to get real bad.
That's good to know. So Zara, as you watch those around you that you have woken up with and made this rather small journey, all of them kind of in their own fashion, bow in respect. You just stand there? Zara?
Yeah, I do. I just kind of like just for an extended moment, enough for him to kind of really kind of like raise an eyebrow at me.
So after a short period of time, you go ahead and you do your whatever bowing motion you do.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna bow my head down. Just kind of bow, but just keep just kind of almost just squinting, like staring at him very intently.
So as you all do this, you see this figure step forth into the light. You also notice at the top of this arena is by the way, above you, it is a roof above you all. 60 feet up for those who are flyers. I see this figure kind of step up, looking down at you all.
Why do you
As he
make them
says.
so fuckable?
Son of a bitch.
As he says,
That's what I'm saying. He makes them fuckable.
Ooh, I like that
"My
last one.
great guess.
Wait, is that
Thank you
Carlock?
all." That's Carlock, yes. That's the Archdevil.
I want to fuck the Archdevil.
Real quick, who's the one before him? I don't think I caught who that.
That was the announcer.
That was the
Oh, bro,
announcement.
Brood was gawking over the announcer. My bad. Should have said this earlier.
Oh, hell
He
no.
looks-
That announcer was fucking creepy like the Jester. But the
Looks like a
fucking
goblin.
Archdevil can aspirate me for all I care.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Maddie, I think you have competition.
I have competition. Oh, no. Listen here. I was the first monster fucker on this planet.
So,
Oh my
as he
god.
continues to speak and says, "I want
Why
to
would do
thank
that?
you all for coming and hopefully enjoying the festivities that I have presented to you all. And now for our last battle. This is going to be a fan favorite." As the crowd cheers upon hearing that, his gaze looks down at all of you, each individual piercing gaze, and then moves to the next.
Daniel's
It's
just
going
staring.
to be. It is going to be a favorite of mine. A gauntlet battle. No rest. No relaxation. 3 rounds. 3 enemies. Will the group survive? Or will they die? And then he raises his hand up as a tear opens in the sky just below the roof as this cage begins to lower down. If I can zoom up to landing on the ground. As it's lowering,
I want everyone to please roll perception.
Okay.
Just the regular, right? Like, no, we just click the
Regular.
middle.
Yep, regular one.
Why is it asking me for advantage or disadvantage?
Just roll
Ooh,
it. Just roll.
19.
19 for me too.
I didn't get so good.
Everybody's
I-
eye are
I
so
got-
pretty.
You and Damien, the double D's rolled low, but damn, Damien! Fucking prick.
What?
I rolled a 26.
Rolled a 4, but got a 25.
This character's
Crazy.
a bit OP.
Wait,
Just
how am I
a
the luck?
little.
It's level
a
18, it's not
smidge.
bad. Level 18, it's not
Wait,
bad.
how have I rolled a 4 but got a 25?
You're plus.
Because you have a bonus of a 15, you probably have expertise in perception.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
So,
Usually your types do. It's like you surprise yourself with how good you do accidentally. You stumble into success. That's
I
so
will
funny.
say I made this
Oopsie
character
doopsie.
about 3 weeks ago. I don't
I've been
remember.
working on Brood forever.
so Daniel,
Yes,
you don't see shit.
I figured that.
For the rest of you, rolling high enough, you notice
Aw.
in the cage, as it lowers down, you all notice 4 rabbits.
Oh.
As the cage kind of opens up wide, as these 4 rabbits just kind of pop out
Are they gonna eat us?
and just kind of
Nah.
just looks around.
That's a fucking moopsie. Mm-mm.
Can I do anything right now?
What would you like to do?
Can I speak to the Can I speak to the rabbits? Can I
You have to
cast?
speak with animals?
I do. I
Oh,
have.
I can
Yeah.
do that
You
as
can
well.
cast that spell. Sure.
Yeah.
What do you say to the animals?
I didn't think this through.
What do you say?
What is your purpose with us?
The rabbits kind of look to each other, and then this one right here looks to you. If you guys can see my ping,
Mm-hmm.
as it kind of moves up to you, kind of hops up there, kind of looks at you, tilts his head to the side, and then it immediately lunges for your throat, its teeth bared as it goes to attack you.
Yeah.
If none of you have ever seen Monty Python the Holy Grail, these are the killer rabbits from Caerbannog.
Yes.
Can I cast animal friendship on that rabbit?
No, these are not animals. These are monstrosities.
Yeah, they're
These are
not
big.
actually animals. Yeah, they're not actually animals.
So it will do a bite attack on you.
Oh, hang on. I might have.
Wait, can I put them to sleep?
It rolled a 15. It rolled a 15. This is a surprise. It rolled a 15 to hit you. What's your AC?
I mean, it says it works on a beast. Does it not class as a beast?
Monstrosity, yeah, not a beast.
Okay. Wonderful.
What is
There
your
is-
AC? If you click on your token, you'll see at the bottom where it shows your picture, it'll say AC and then what number it is. In the Argon HUD.
Oh, can I use dominate?
No.
Are you asking me what my AC is?
Yes.
14. Sorry.
So it hits you.
Okay.
So it's going to do 13 points of damage on you as the rest of the rabbits snarl. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Oh, Lord.
Because come next session, we will enter combat and the gauntlet will begin.